Alright, so the first chord we're going to do here is a D sus4 chord, and all that is like a regular D major chord, but with the pinky added on the first string on the 3rd fret here. And what we're going to do is play the 4th string, and then the 2nd, and then the 3rd, and then the 1st. So 4, 2, 3, 1. The next chord we're going to do is just a regular D major, but we're going to take our pointer finger off of the 3rd string, so that's open also. And we're going to do this pattern. We're going to play 4th string, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So like that. So from the beginning now with that D sus4, 4th string, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, and then D with that 3rd string open. 4th string, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Now we're going to a C shape, so we're holding down the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then also the 3rd fret of the B string here. And we're going to go 5th string, and then 3rd, and then 2nd. Oops. And then we're going to do basically the same thing, but we're just going to move down to the 2nd fret and do the same picking pattern. So 5th string, 3rd, 2nd, and then we're doing this G shape, and we're just going to play 6th string and then 2nd. So let's go through that one more time. So the D sus4 chord, so pinky down 1st string, going 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, and then D with no pointer finger on the 3rd string, right? So 4th string, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then the C shape, we're going 5th string, 3rd, 2nd, and then same pattern on the 2nd fret here. And then this G shape, 6th string, and then 2nd. I was going to mention too, the intro of this song is originally on acoustic guitar on a 12 string, but you know, we make do with what we have. The pre-chorus section of the song is going to be an A minor chord, and what we're going to do is play the 5th string, and then 4th, and then 2nd, and then 3rd. So now all we're going to do is move our ring finger here to the 3rd fret. So we're going to keep the other fingers where they were. We're just moving this one thing, and we're going to play the 6th string, 4th, 2nd, and 3rd. So from the beginning here. And then we're moving to a D chord shape. So that was 4th string, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. And then 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd. So let's go from the beginning of that pre-chorus one more time. Now, looking at the chorus section of this song, of course you want to turn on some overdrive or distortion pedal, what have you. What we're going to do is play some power chords here. It's going to sound kind of like this. So let's look at that. The first thing we're going to do is play this G5 power chord. So right here on the 3rd fret of the E string, we're going to just play that 2 times. And then what we want to do is slide all the way up here to the 8th fret and do a power chord here. So, okay. So after that slide, then we're going to strum this one 2 more times. So, and then we're going to jump down to this E5 power chord here that's on the A string, 7th fret, and then the 9th fret on the other strings. So what we're going to do is go strum, and then we're going to do 2 mutes, like a down up, and then 2 more strums after that. And then we're going to move down to D5, so 5th fret, A string, strum that twice, and then move down to C5, 3rd fret, A string. So let's look at that whole thing again. So what it does is it does that 3 times. The 4th time it ends a little differently. So let me show you that. So it starts the same way. So that was once, and then the second time it's going to go right there to E flat, which is the 6th fret here, and then 8, 8. So one more time. Now transitioning into the next part, which is kind of like the post-chorus, if you want to say, that leads back into the verse, which is the I See My Marianne Walking Away. What we're going to do is play an E minor 7 chord. So if you're not familiar with that, it's basically E minor, and we can add our pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. That's E minor 7. So we're going to strum that. And then we're going to go to A sus4, which is basically A, but we're going to add our pinky to the B string 3rd fret here. So A sus4, and then we're going to go regular A, so just take your pinky off at this point. And then A2, which is just taking our ring finger off, and so we're playing the B string open. So let's rewind real quick. E minor 7, A sus4, A, A2, back to A, okay, and then G, and then D/F sharp, which is just D with your thumb. That's going to grab the E string 2nd fret here, that's the F sharp, and then a regular E minor, and then a D. So let's go through that whole progression there real quick. E minor 7, A sus4, A, A2, A, and then G, D/F sharp, E minor to D. All right, one last chord progression I want to show you. So this is this section that happens directly before the guitar solo, and it's a little different than the other chords, so let's look at that really quick. It's really close to what we did earlier, but a little different. So it's E minor 7. That first chord, this is again the I See My Marianne Walking Away. and then it's going to go to A sus4 just like it did. So A with the pinky, and then take that pinky off, so you got a regular A. Now though, we're going to go to a different chord. We're going to go to B minor, and then B minor slash A, which is just taking this pointer finger off so that the A string is open. And then G, D to D slash F sharp, and then A sus4, and then A again. So let me do that whole progression. Now, possibly the coolest parts of this song are, of course, the lead guitar parts. So let's start looking at that. The first lead line that comes in is over the pre-chorus, and it sounds like this. So looking at that, it's all on the second string. It's pretty simple. It's going to be on the 12th fret, B string, and we're going to bend it. It's a half step bend, so it's going to sound like the 13th fret. So you're going to bend it, then you're going to bring it back down to 12. And then you're going to do it again, but a little quicker. So, and then we're going to go to 10. And then we're going to do that bend again, but a quicker one. And then, which is 10, hammer onto 12, and then pull off back to 10, and then 8. Can add some vibrato there for sure. Awesome. Let's get into the guitar solo of the song. So we're going to start like this. So that is the G string, 6th fret, and then 7th fret, and then 9th fret, and then 7th fret on the B string. So, all right, the next little bit is going to start right there. Same note, the 7th fret, B string. And then we're going to go 8, and then a hammer and pull between 7 and 8. So, from the beginning now. One more time. All right, now we're going G string, 9th fret, and then 7th fret. So, now we're going to grab this 8th fret B string. We're going to do a whole step bend. So rewinding there a little bit, G string 9, and then 7, and then B string 8, whole step bend. And then we're going back to that 7th fret G string, and then B string 8, 7, and then a 5, 7, 5 pull off. And then G string 7. So rewinding here to that 8th fret bend. So let's go from the beginning real slow. All right, moving on. Back to the B string, 5th fret. We're going to hammer onto 7. And then we're going to go G string 7. So, and then B string 8. And a 7, 8, 7 hammer pull off. So, now G string 9, 7. And then back to 9, a big bend. Whole step bend, and then back. So G string 9, 7, 9 with a whole step bend, and release back, and then 7, and then 6, try that whole thing. That's kind of the first half of the solo. So real slow. Let's go on now. So now we're going to go 8th fret B string, and then 7, 7 again, back to 8, and then 7, 8, 7, hammer on, pull off. So one more time. Now we're going G string, 9th fret, and then 7. B string, another big bend, whole step bend on the 10th fret. Yep, and then 10th fret again, and then 8, then a 7, 8, 7 hammer pull off. So let's rewind a little bit to that bend. Now we're going 9 on the 3rd string, back to 7 on the 2nd string, back to 7 on the 3rd string, and then 8 on the 2nd, and then 7, and then 5, 7, 5 hammer pull off, and then 7 on the 3rd string, and then 5. Let's rewind and recap that whole section here, real slow. Almost done. Now we're going to slide up to 11. So I'm just going to start at 9 and slide to 11. And then do a hammer pull off right there. And then 4th string, 12, 11, 12. So the last little bit here, we're going to jump up to the B string, 14th fret. We're going to hammer on to 15. Hammer on pull off, so hammer 15 back to 14. Then we're going to grab the G string, 16th fret, and then we're going to play 17 on the E string and bend it to the 19th fret, so a whole step bend. And that's it. So let's recap that last bit.